Alright, so I don't see how many viewers we have as of yet, but we can expect that the people who are already taking part in the rating league have joined us. Hello, hello, yes, the chat is livening up. So welcome aboard for this month rating league coverage stream. Today I am joined by Isa, who has been part of the streamer team for about 2 months now, I believe. And this is gonna be his baptism by fire. You know, gonna just go in, right? First
Yeah,
time's
I'm
the
excited
charm.
for it. I'm excited for it. Hopefully the chat doesn't eat me alive.
I'm sure they're gonna be lovely to you. This is probably the most PMA event I have ever been part of ever since I started streaming for GW2. Everyone is just super hyped to see just how well the teams have made this time in their performances. And I am really hyped to announce that today, talking about each team's performance is not the only thing we can do, because there is something quite big we're going to be announcing towards the end of this stream, that you can already catch a glimpse of by looking right under, okay, this is kind of right under the big window over there. The event has received sponsorship from Internet, and we're very thrilled to be getting some actual recognition for all the amount of work that has been put in by the admin team, the website team, of course streamers, but most importantly, every single raider who has taken part in the rating league so far. Today, it's no less than 15 teams, so 150 players that you're going to have a chance to look at competing against each other on 2 bosses. Isa, would you like to introduce the bosses before we get going with the scores?
Of course, yeah. So the first boss that our rating league teams had to deal with this week was Sabetha, the final boss for the very first wing that we had to endure with ANET providing us. And then the second boss is one of the more recent ones. It's actually Conjured Amalgamate, or CA as most people refer to it as, the first boss of Wing 6. Both really fun bosses with some really fun mechanics and phases that we have to deal with. So I'm excited to see what these teams have done with their strategies to deal with them.
Indeed, these 2 bosses have very specific encounters with very unforgiving mechanics. At Sabetha, there is a one-shot mechanic, and at Conjured Amalgamate, there is that one DPS window you just have to get, or you're completely missing the encounter. Without further ado, Isa, I believe it is time we move onwards with our new presentation mode for the Rating League, which is powered by Microsoft PowerPoint. So, you know, we're just gonna get all the sponsors going, right? It's Aaron and it mostly, but you know, we just always enjoy a little bit of help from our friend Billy.
You know, PowerPoint, one of the most powerful applications out there, right?
Definitely. I mean, everybody is using it at the job, right? So let's get going. We find, again, our good old no spoiler banner. You know, we don't let the good things going. And we're going to have a look, first and foremost, at the scores for Sabetha. Then we'll move to Conjured Amalgamate, of course. And as usual, silver, then gold players. That is not to say that silver players are performing any less than the gold players. Some silver team performances might even exceed gold tier performance, as we already saw the last time. And now, let's see just who exactly made it at the last position. Boss needs Ice Physic and Echo. Isa, if you want to talk about the time and what it makes you feel about that encounter, do go ahead.
So it looks like they got a 4-minute and 40-second time, which obviously it puts them in the 8th place spot. However, that's still a very respectable time. Most pug groups out there on both NA and EU usually still struggle to get under that 5-minute mark. So they're obviously proving themselves to be better than the average raid squad. I think the thing to look out for when we do get to the POVs is going to be watching which cannons teams do, which cannons they maybe skip, and how they deal with all of the cannons.
Indeed. I am most excited to see how they decided to tackle the encounter, because, as I pointed out just now, it is down to what you do with the cannons, right? The way the encounter works is that on each cardinal point of the arena, there is a cannon that shoots periodically towards the arena. If you don't take care of the cannons, you take massive damage, and so does the platform, eventually leading to everyone falling at the bottom. And that's a wipe. So, DPS is not the only way you can fix that encounter, you're gonna have to do the mechanics. But we can only see what happens once you get to the top 3, so Isa, say we move forward. The 7th team is pragmatic raiding. They already got 23 seconds better than the previous players. We're already in the level of performance that cannot be seen in PUG groups. Isa, tell me, do you actually raid often in Guild Wars 2?
I do. I raid every single day. Some on EU, some on NA. My main account is on NA, and seeing a 417 kill when you're just out there raiding without organized groups, that's very rare. It's very difficult to see. I'd be extremely excited if I was a part of a 417 kill and got to see the boss kind of phase that quickly. You probably, when you're starting to enter the territory of being able to leave cannons up, because you don't have to worry about the platform taking as much damage since you're killing it fast enough.
Exactly.
So it's interesting to see these teams actually get these kills this quickly.
Yeah, it is really impressive, when you get these people who can do that kind of kill. Like, back when I pugged, and when I still pug, because I do it every now and then, there are times where I do not kill Sabetha, right? Like, there are some pug groups, you tell them to do a cannon, they're just gonna outright miss it, miss the timing, or they're gonna be thrown, but after the flamethrower passes by, really, you can see the worst type of gaming when you're at Sabetha. But people here at the Raiding League, they're amazing. And this takes us to the 5th team. And that's Do It Again, but better. With the handle bad, they already got 46 seconds on the previous team. Can you believe this? 46 seconds,
huge
that's
jump.
Insane! They're already below 4 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge jump. Huge improvement.
Pretty damn awesome. You know what, Isa? Let's have a little bit of a bet, you and I. I didn't watch the timers, because every time I participate in the league streaming, I want to discover it as we go. What do you think is the time at the top? How fast do you think the Silver League can go?
I think people underestimate the Silver League. I think the Silver League time, as for those who don't know, Snowcrows actually just beat the record on Sabetha 2 weeks prior to this boss being announced as the league boss for this week. And the time for them was somewhere around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know exactly what. I think Silver League actually breaks down below 250. I think people are underestimating them. They had a week to grind. They practiced. I think Silver League actually proves that they're a formidable group of teams, and they get under 250.
I'm kind of thinking the same. Like, if we are at 331, I'm expecting the next few teams to do like 5-10 seconds better, something like that.
Yeah.
I think we're not gonna see anything better than 230. Yeah, between 230 and 3, right? Like, that seems like the realm of the Silver people. So let's keep going. The aspiring Brotherhood of the Pact. 328, exactly as we felt. They're tying in close. They're not really showing that much of gap between the teams. Let's keep watching maybe the scores. Number 4 is Codicus Ministry with 327. Are we being proven right from the get-go?
I don't know. They seem to be slowing down a little bit. Only a 3-second improvement, then a 1-second improvement. We need a big jump here.
Yeah, let's have a look at it, Oh shit, I am actually under food and drink category in Twitch. Let me just fix that real quick. That is correct. It is very well correct. We're gonna jump ourselves back onto Guild Wars 2. And this is done. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, so we're getting to the podium, Isa. Are you ready for this? The podium, the bottom position of the podium. Number 3 is none other than Will Raid for Food. With a timer of 258, you're talking about massive improvements? A huge gap? I think you just got it served, Isa. What do you think about that performance? Below 3 minutes. That's insane.
That's huge. At 3rd place? I mean, Silver League, if that's 3rd place, I can't imagine what 1st place is. It's got to be under 250, right?
Like,
I mean,
I'm even expecting maybe we're gonna see like 240, 230. I have no idea, but it's probably gonna be huge, right?
I mean, if you want to talk about this relative to other speed clears, I just pulled up the speedrun website. That puts them in actually 5th place for the record.
Whoa, that okay. Let's put this back into perspective. This is silver leaderboard, the third people on the silver leaderboard. That is incredible, incredible. All right, let's watch the POV. I say, let's open this. It's a Power Chronomancer POV. People in the chat were already saying, "Oh my god, this is a Power Chronomancer," but that's exactly what we're gonna watch. You know, you don't get a choice in this, and neither do I. Alright, without further ado, let's jump onto that Power Chronomancer POV, go full screen of big energy, and watch it going. Are you ready with me, Isaac? Can I press go?
I am ready with you.
Alright, let's get started.
POV ready.
Alright, so they're running into the arena, grabbing their ascended food. You know, like the ascended food, slight difference over the regular exotic food. But that's exactly what you need to grind for your time.
Yeah. The food swapping is something that has become increasingly more popular, especially with ascended food, because you can just drop it right there on the arena for people to just grab as they run by.
Alright, so what I am actually very curious about is how they're going to handle the cannons. Sadly for us, the minimap is so small at the bottom right of the screen. You know, that doesn't make it any easier for us. They've already phased Sabetha and gotten Kernan onto the platform in just about 30 seconds. That is huge. Yet, once again, we should actually remind people how the encounter works. Every time you take 25% off Sabetha's health, she's getting one of her champions to chime in, you know, which is a band of pirates, you know, right, they stick together. And you gotta kill the champion to get Sabetha back, actually, like at the end of the health of the champion.
Yep, so they have to make this choice here. Do they kind of slow down on their rotations and save some damage skills for when she comes back? Or do you phase as quickly as possible and risk having some of your skills on cooldown when she comes back?
Exactly.
And luckily with Power Chrono, most of their skills cooldowns are pretty low, which is also, in addition to the high damage that it's just given, it's probably going to be a pretty popular choice on this fight and a lot of other fights out there.
Indeed. You know, actually, one thing that we also forgot to tell is that each of the champion has some sort of a mini mechanic. And like the second one, you need to CC, which is why Power Chrono is such an easy class to play, right? You get very simple access to quality CC with your shatter skills. Anyways, they decided to let the first cannon roam free, right? Yet they're not stepping into the southernmost part of the platform and just letting the cannon live its little life.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see them. It looks like they maybe did the second one. I wouldn't be surprised to see them leave up the rest with how fast they're already on card. They're already on the final ad, and then they've got 25% of the boss's health, and the platform looks healthy, and with only 2 or 3 cannons up, you still have a safe place to stand.
Yeah, like, I mean, this is really, really huge. Like, they've definitely got this covered.
Well, we saw someone get down by that flamethrower, though.
Down, but they're making the choice to get them back up, you know, because that actually makes sense. They were at 18%. They needed that extra damage. It's better to take the time to rest the person than just go in with the damage. 252, 6% left. They definitely earned their spot as the 3rd best time in the Silver League.
Impressive time. Impressive time.
Really, really huge. Jeez. That's right. We are now back onto our wonderful PowerPoint presentation that everyone loves so much. And we're going to have a look at the second team. Right? We said we were expecting something around 250 for the number 1. We're already at 258. So let's have a look at who exactly is number 2 and how much they got. That would be Scuffed Opening GG with 258. Like I'm feeling kind of bad for food right there to be beaten by a mere second,
1
right?
second.
But this is really huge. Like it just goes to show how a little bit of effort gets this. Had they didn't like had the person not downed, in food's try, they might have gotten something better than 257, right? They could have been number 2, maybe number 1. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know how. If number 1 is within a couple seconds of that, 1 down definitely costs you 3-4 seconds. You got to think you got that one person, and then whoever's resing them not doing any damage for a couple seconds.
All right. Well, let's have a look at that Alacrity Renegade point of view. That's a kind of point of view we don't get too often, so it's kind of nice to show off some support gaming. Are you ready to go with the POV, Isa?
I'm ready. I've got the Renegade up and ready to hit play.
Alright, and let's hit play then.
I think watching the Alacrity Renegade, I'm pretty sure in these kinds of compositions, this one might be in charge of 1 or 2 of the cannons. So we might get to see exactly firsthand how they handle that.
Yeah. I'm not a Renegade player at all myself, so I have no idea exactly how hard it would be to cover this, but any support class takes a lot of effort, as far as I remember. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see just how well they perform. But I believe that damage-wise, they're not even that far off, like performance-wise. You see, the Druid is playing full healer, right? He's maintaining all of them live. He's at the bottom of that arc DPS scoreboard. But the Alacrity Renegade is actually like a fair amount higher. Like, he's not just there for the boons, he's also participating in the damage, which, once again, is important if you're grinding for these few extra seconds.
Well, and he does help with the healing a little bit. As you see, he's got that elite skill up right now, Soul Cleave. So every time they hit the boss, they're getting a little bit of healing. So he is assisting the Druid a little bit there. And there are some bosses where that's the only healing you even need. This one, because of the mechanic of Sabetha shooting what people are calling flak, or those little fire pits that you see on the ground out, you do need someone to stay at range, so it's pretty easy to just have a Druid out there, keeping spirits up. They can come in and out between those shots and heal people up, give people might, but you do need someone away from the group, or else those fire pits drop on the group, and that's a pretty quick and easy wipe right there.
Yeah, and we saw actually that the Renegade, not only is he supporting with the boons and helping with the healing, he's also carrying the CC pretty high. He took care of Kermit without any issues, right?
Here we go.
He is handling the cannons. Okay, that team is also leaving the first cannon to survive, and that is pretty big actually. Every team might just be using that tactic, which takes us to see just how well they can handle damage. I think that this team they just had about similar damage as the previous POV we watched. However, they probably didn't get the down, right? Let's see until the very end, but that's what I'm expecting to see.
Yeah, that might be the one difference, the one main difference, is the 1 down. Boy, if that person who downs is in the chat, oh man!
I mean, we're kind of laying it on them. We're sorry, this is not how the league works. They have it down as well.
They did have it down. They had 2 downs. They
get it right away. That was a spirit of nature, wasn't it?
That had to be a nature. That had to be a nature. Right away.
See, that's the difference. The Druid was the true MVP. We're saying that the Alacrin, with the baiting of the bombs and everything, was so good, but actually, it was the Druid all along.
Yeah.
And with this, they are actually taking the kill with just 1 second better. See, Food needed the Druid.
Saved it.
Down. All right. Well, that was most certainly impressive, Isaac. I really enjoyed watching this. Crazy stuff.
I'm excited to see who comes in first place. What the time difference is. Are we going to get another 1 second difference? Are we going to get a bigger jump?
Yeah. Oh, actually, as pointed out in the chat, it might have just been an elite banner. There was so much stuff going on.
It could have been an elite banner.
Could have been an elite banner right there. All right, let's reveal who is number 1 in the Silver League for Sabetha then.
Elite banner also helps with Fury uptime, so that is a useful skill to have.
Yo, Isa, they did better than 250. Number one is
better than
number
250.
ideas, execution, wipe taking the number one spot on Sabetha, silver leaderboard with 2:47. 2 minute 47. I have not seen that in ages. No pugs can do that. If you've seen the organized groups, like these guild groups that are just looking for that one DPS player to chime in, they don't get that either. These are people who worked for the kill.
They practice every day.
That's impressive.
Probably.
Really impressive. All right. I'm saying we opened that POV. Let's have a look. Power Chronomancer again. As Zoe said,
247 might be the old record, I think. I think 247 was the record that Snowcrows just broke. So that's how good this Silver League team is.
Okay, let's open that POV at the same time, you and I. Let's go. Big full screen energy. Are you ready to go?
When you are.
Oh yeah, that's a 3, 2, 1, and we're watching it. 6 minutes 13 remaining. They bothered to include that. Crazy people. Okay, same team comp. Every team comp so far. 7 Power Chronos, 1 Berserker, 1 Alacrity Renegade, and 1 Druid. We're seeing the same thing every time, but each time there is that slight little tap of performance that is being added on top, and this is what the Rating League is all about. We care about seeing these impressive displays of skill every month.
The main differences, so they're all the same comp. The differences are going to be the 1 or 2 people not downing or just having a slightly better rotation or phase timings. It's just the smallest differences between each group that's deciding who's first, second, and third right now.
Indeed. Hey, that damage is crazy, right? It didn't take them long at all to get Sabetha back. And what would be very big would be for them to be so fast in their rotation that they can get like an opening rotation back again as Sabetha comes back onto the platform. What we were seeing on the first try was that they actually had to let some of their damage go onto cannon, the first ad. But there, it seems like they're actually able to get all of their damage right back in at the proper timing.
You can see here, I didn't notice if any of the other teams did it, so I don't want to knock them if they did, but right as Knuckles was spawning, the one that you have to CC, a lot of the Chronos just pre-casted their Focus 4 line to get ready to pull it immediately and break that bar right away without having to lose anything in their rotation. It's little tiny things like that. You'll never find that in a pug group. There's no one in a pug group that's doing that.
That's why it's a pug group, right? Like, these guys grinded for that kill together, and this is like the rewarding part for all of that effort. Alright, Cardi coming in. It's
the final champion.
Impressive.
You got to watch out for his flamethrower. It hurts, and a Blurred Frenzy, a Sword 2 on Chrono, is not long enough to keep you alive throughout that flamethrower. You're still going to take hits.
Yeah, and Sabetha is back. They are having a down as well. This might just be the one how do you call that? The one thing that all of the Silver League has in common, they just got it down on the boss. It's that good luck charm they all decided to roll with right there.
It's all on the same kind of area. It's all when that final champion's up. So I bet you it has something to do with having all those cannons up or that flamethrower. That flamethrower is nasty. I've seen it wipe groups time after time.
All right, and with this, they, in 2 minutes and 47, got the best time in the Silver League for Sabetha.
Merrick is hanging out in chat. Hey, Merrick, he made a good point. He said that group allowed the highest amount of damage to the platform, I think. I didn't personally pay attention to that, but maybe they skipped an extra cannon, which actually allowed them to do that extra damage and gave them a 10-second faster kill.
That might be possible. Like, I wasn't paying that much attention either, because I was just watching the health bar melting away, and I was mesmerized by this. Mesmer, just like the Chronomancer base profession, right? See what I did there? That was a horrible pun. That was disgusting. I'm really sorry. All right, let's just go on to the next slide of the PowerPoint presentation before I dig myself any deeper, right? Okay. Let's get going, lads. So next up, we're gonna have a look at the gold leaderboard for Sabetha, right? That's what we're gonna have a look at. And thank you so much, actually, Linka, for pushing up the DPS reports for the teams. That's very nice. And now we're gonna have a look at the gold leaderboard.
I'm excited to see what the difference between silver and gold is. I still personally think silver's underrated, and I don't think there's gonna be that big of a difference in 1, 2, 3. I really don't.
That is very correct. Like, some people in the Silver League are Gold League worthy. But
Yeah.
we can only say that after we have watched everything. Oh, Jesus. I have Bash the Dragon playing in the background. I'm just gonna skip that one track, you know, because otherwise we can't hear ourselves anymore. Okay, let's get going. At the bottom of the Gold League, we have Lowly Raiders in your area. Boom. They got a timer of 307. See, 307 means that already our podium in the city performed better. See how big that is? As I said, underrated.
That would put them in 4th place in silver. So we are starting from a much higher mark. So, I mean, we'll see what these other teams pull out. Maybe it's just small increases, but it's that 307 for 8th or 7th is a really good spot to be in for this league.
Indeed. Okay, let's actually, you know, like, pick up the pace, right? Number 6, Calamity, with a timer of 304. Once again, they would be number 4 versus Silver League. Impressive, right? The Silver League is huge, but the Gold League is not to be looked down upon. You know, like, the top thing in the Gold League, they're going to serve us the best kills on the platter. We just know it. And we can smell it from here. Isaiah, we're moving onwards. Number 5 is none other than Cormier. So for the people who don't know, that's the Crossroads Inn guild. You know, little bit of a sellout right there, because they're in the heart, right? The rating league is all about showing you guys what these amazing teams can do. But you can also participate in the rating league. You can also be a raider. You can be a better player starting today. And that is not hard, because in North America and in Europe, we have these servers that can help you get into raiding. The Crossroads Inn is one of them. And on the NA server, I believe there are also some pretty big initiatives that can help you get into raiding. You might just be the next one on the raiding league. End of the sellout, we move onwards to the number 4 on that leaderboard. Chrono Mania, with a timer of 235. My god! They smashed the Silver League, right?
Yeah.
Pretty huge.
We haven't even gotten to the podium.
Like, that's incredible. So that means that of the podium of the Gold League perform better than the podium of the Silver League. You know, this is exactly what we said. The Silver League is strong. They can do better than some Gold League people, but that Gold League is just one tier above. You know, that's why they're gold. Next up, Platinum League, Diamond League, Legendary. I'm joking. All right, yeah, Isaac.
Legendary League is the bosses themselves.
I couldn't have said it any better. All right, let's...
Doom taking down CA.
Okay. All right, let's have a look at the podium in the Gold League. You know, like, number 3, just who are they? Number 3, My Chaotic Zillion, with a timer of 2:38. They got 7 seconds on the number 4. They got nearly 10 seconds on the number 1 in the Silver League.
That's a big jump.
We gotta congratulate them. Bravo, My Chaotic Zillion. Let's have a look at your POV. That's a Power Chronomancer again. You're gonna have a fair amount of these, right? Everybody just played the same comp. Y'all didn't try to improvise on it, right? You saw it worked, you went for it.
Well, look, when Power Chrono's the strongest DPS in the game and it provides quickness, you gotta stick with it.
Okay, let's have a look at that POV, right? It's time for it.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I'm pausing it, going full screen, and that's 3, 2, 1. Let's watch it. But right off the bat, that shot cover mesmers. Right? Okay, so Same team comp as usual, that 7 power chrono, berserker, renegade, druid.
Ooh, a little staff precast there. A lot of them were in staff and precasted the Chaos Storm right at the beginning, and then the staff 2 to get a free clone right at the beginning. I'm not sure. Have we seen that one yet, Sam?
I believe that's the first time, but you know, that's part of what makes the difference. You're like, a little bit of precasting, that's a reminder of the dungeon times. It's pretty big. I mean, Fractals did it as well, but that was a dungeon thing at the start.
That's definitely, yeah.
Give credit where it's due. Give credit where it's due. So, that team going pretty big on the damage. They already are going for the second phase of Sabetha. Sabetha die Saboterin. I have no idea how to pronounce this. That's quality German. See, as always, the Germans outperforming. You know. Really gotta give it to these Germans, eh?
Oh,
all right. I mean, that's like, Sabetha is just melting. She doesn't even have the time to go for like a second flamethrower. They just delete her.
And that's what you see a lot in Pugs, is you do see the second flamethrower. This group, you also are seeing them, they're chain pulling all the ads in, so they just get cleaved down. You'll see multiple focus pulls kind of put between them and the ads, and then more right under where they're fighting. That pull all the ads in and basically eliminate them from the fight. Because those ads can be nasty as well. Some of them will kick you and knock you down. If you get kicked at an inopportune time, like right now, you might get kicked into that flame wall. That's a wipe. You can't do this kind of rating on 9 people.
Actually, you know, I had a question, Isa. Like, I'm pretty sure you can correct me if I'm wrong, but at some point they fixed the encounter so that you can't get that one timing where Sabetha started doing the flamethrower at like 26%, and you could just free DPS her down at that moment. I'm pretty sure they removed that, right?
It will happen occasionally. I still see it sometimes when I'm raiding, but I don't think you can see it with DPS this high, because it happens on that second flamethrower, which, as you mentioned, they're not even getting to.
Yeah, because that really made the difference on some POG tries, you know, like that one little DPS window you could get. Man, Sabetha is already dead. It's crazy.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
She melted, man. What do you want to do? These people are trivializing the content. What you want to do? All right, back onto our point. We are. Isa, you know, let's have a little bit of that betting together again. It's like, I'm a gambling man, right? Like, what do you think will be the best time in that gold league for Sabetha? I am putting my finger on 230. You know, right? I'm saying
230. That'd be a new record.
I'm saying we're gonna see a 230 on that #1 position. I haven't looked at the scores, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we're already at 238. This is really so fast. It's so fast. You're blinking, Sabetha's gone, right? But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure the #1 team managed to just shave them seconds, right? Just like I don't shave, but they shave the seconds. And I'm thinking 230. What do you think about that, Isa?
I don't know. That's really fast. That would be the new world record. I would say, I don't know if we get that fast. I think the record was just broken with this exact comp by Snowcrows. I don't know if you can make it that much better than what they just did. But I'd be excited to see a 230.
Let's look at who's #2, you know, because before #1 we gotta look at the flag bearers. #2, they are none other than 17 elitists with a timer of 236. You know, that 2 seconds better. Just a 6-second more. We see the time I'm hoping for. Congratulations to 17 elitists for that wonderful score at the 2nd position on the gold leaderboard for Sabetha. And I am so happy! We have a druid point of view! Finally! A class that doesn't trivialize encounters. I was about to say a class that doesn't suck, but like, no classes suck. Every class can be awesome. It's just that I love druid, right? I was forced to druid my whole life. You know, it's kind of a Stockholm syndrome, right? I'm into the druid stuff. Let's watch that POV, shall we? You tell me when you're ready to go with it.
I'm looking for that. Oh, found the druid POV. I am good to go.
Alright, and that's a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 17 elitist at Sabetha. That's lowest graphic settings point of view, but we're not gonna stop at that. Let's enjoy it. You know what? Arc DPS is definitely in high resolution, and that's all that matters.
That's all we care about, right?
Yes.
So you'll see with the druid perspective, she shoots those fire pits with that flak out every 7 seconds. So the druid has 7 seconds, well, probably about 5 seconds after she shoots it to come in, give some might through some CA, maybe refresh the spirits, give a little Warhorn 5, and then go back out. So you'll be seeing a lot of movement out of this druid that we haven't been seeing in the past outside of the power chronos, who are mostly just standing there except for moving out of the way of AoEs and mechanics.
Indeed, like what I'm really enjoying, is that the druid is just going back in, getting a little bit of damage on the Warhorn. He's just doing everything he can to make the run a teeny little bit better. And that's where you see the difference between a good druid and a bad druid. The bad druid, he druids. The good druid, he's almost a DPS in his mind. That's the difference.
Right. Look at all the names of all those clones sitting right there next to Sabetha. Look at all those green names. I mean, it's a small army.
I mean, I'm just being baffled by what we're saying right now. They are making that encounter look as though it is the easiest thing on Earth. They're going crazy.
Immediately throwing the bomb over to the person who's supposed to go kill the cannon. I mean, they're not skipping a beat. They know exactly what they're doing. There's no hesitation whatsoever. More things that you can't find a lot of times out there. A lot of times out there, someone gets that's called the sapper bomb, where you get the special action key, and the player will panic and just throw it right on the boss, or not even notice that they have it.
And what I'm really enjoying as well is that the druid is really trying super hard to maintain Scholar. He doesn't stay at range, he goes right in, he heals, he goes back, he manages everything. He's out for every single flag, he's back in whenever he gets the occasion. So you can really see that he's been doing Sabetha for a fair amount of time on Druid. I mean, he or she, right? Like, I do not mean to misgender anyone. But Sabetha is already gone. Gone.
She's dead.
It's over. It's all over now.
Impressive. I appreciate the Druid POV.
Yeah, Druid POVs, they make a difference. Like, DPS point of views are really awesome because you get to see the rotation, the little bit of min-maxing that goes into getting, like, squeezing that little extra damage. But support point of views, they really show you just how much effort and how many things there are to think about when you're trying to make the encounter as much of a vacuum as you can for the DPS players.
Listen,
with this,
if raiding was a band, then obviously the DPS players are like the lead singer, lead guitarist. They get all the attention. But that druid, the druid's like the bass guitarist. The rest of it can't go without them. They're the backbone of every raid squad. They make sure that everyone can survive. They make sure everyone has their scholar uptime and everyone's able to do their rotations.
You know, I really like that analogy. I might just steal that from you if you copyright it in time, Isaac.
Let me call and apply for a copyright right now.
Someone cut this man's internet. No, I'm kidding. All right, Isaac, let's look at the number one. I said 230. You know, I'm strongly believing in that 230. You know, I'm licking my finger, putting it up in the air. I'm feeling the flow of air. That's a 230, right? There has to
230 might be possible.
I'm just praying. You know, I said 230. It has to be now. Let's watch it. Let's unveil it. Number one at Sabetha. Gold leaderboard. Number one. Leaderboards combined is Snowcrows with 232. Oh my god. Almost
so
230.
Close.
Yes, so
Wait
close.
a second. 232?
Isn't
That's
that
a new
the record? That's the world.
That's a new record. They just broke their old record by 1 second.
Dear God, Snowcrows, can you stop doing this already? Like you're just breaking it for everyone, lads. Come on, how can you be so awesome every time? Snowcrows, world record, congratulations, bravo. And that's a power chronomancer POV, you know, and that's one thing that I enjoy because Snowcrows, you know, they're known for their extremely hard entrance exam, and there is steep training going on. Like you get in, that's not the end game, right? The end game starts after you get in Snow Crows.
Yep.
So I'm expecting that Power Chronomancer POV to just be mad. You know what? Let's watch it. Opening it up.
I'm ready when you are.
I'm posing it. I'm opening it full screen for the people to enjoy it. And that's a 3, 2, 1. Let's enjoy it. With that little splash logo at the start.
Nice logo right at the beginning.
See, they even min-maxed the video. Man.
Look,
and the OG Vegas timer at the bottom.
The timer, yeah.
Oh boy, I love that.
That's the OG speedrunning timer that people would have back in the Mario days and the Legend of Zelda speedruns.
Yeah, like that's really the most basic one, but that's the one I love. We also had a timer in the Silver League, by the way. Like we gotta hand it to the Silver League. They did exactly the same. Pretty big, pretty huge. So much food stacked on the bottom of the arena. I'm explaining that strategy for everyone to understand. You know, like the Guild Wars 2 servers, they're very strong, right? But they have to calculate a lot of things. By putting food on the bottom of the arena, you're tricking the Guild Wars 2 servers into calculating it and rendering it on your screen. And during that time, the encounter doesn't work and you can go bonkers on damage. I'm just joking, but I wish that were the case. Snowcrow's going B. Sabetha, 1 minute in, Sabetha at 50%. Can we appreciate that?
That's insane.
It is awesome. So big.
So the food, I think they're using, if I'm looking at the picture correctly, I think it's called a Dragon's Breath bun. I'm not catching it quick enough when he scrolls over it, but I believe what happens is when you kill an enemy, which these champions count as, you will get an extra power, like 200 bonus power or something like that, and it persists for 30 seconds. So you can use it, kill the enemy, get the bonus power, and then grab that ascended food again, and you're basically having the effect of 2 different foods on you for 30 seconds, which, when you're killing this quickly, you can keep that 30-second buff up almost the entire fight.
It is indeed part of what makes this run just so much faster than everything we saw before. It is huge. Once again, I cannot stress how much effort went into getting this time. It is a new world record. It was done within the rules of the rating league, meaning that they had a fixed amount of time to practice and a fixed amount of time to submit this. Like there is a window of time in which they need to get their run. You don't get to reset it time after time after time and work on it for a month, right? This is the performance they can give us at any given time.
Look at the chat talking about the 2 infusions in his inventory, the Liquid Aurelium and Queen Bee infusions.
Yeah, that's what we call people flexing. Like, he's got 46 silver, but man, he's got that 7k gold of infusions. What you gonna do? Snowcrows flexing that big money, right?
Look, all that gold went into the Ritz and all that toilet paper that he gets to throw for Halloween.
Oh man, oh man. All right, thank you, Linka, and actually thank you, Eva, for activating it, showing us the DPS reports for the gold leaderboard at Sabetha. Huge, huge times, huge performance. Congratulations again to Snowcrows for showing us a new world record. That's what the rating league is all about, right? We're having fun, we're getting people into rating, we're enjoying all of this, but on top of it, we're getting records smashed before our very own eyes. I believe it's time for us to move on to the next encounter, Isaac. What do you think
Conjured
about
Amalgamate. Wing 6, this excites me because Wing 6 is actually my favorite wing in the game. I think it's a beautiful wing on the inside. I think it looks great. You're inside of the Mystic Forge. There's weapons and gold and stuff everywhere. Conjured Amalgamate is throwing the gold and stuff at you. It's got this, my groups like to call it like the junk laser or something, because that's basically what it looks like. It's just like a laser beam of junk being flung at you. I love this wing. I think this is what I consider to be the best wing that they made. It's obviously all opinion. Everybody else in chat may say that I'm an idiot for thinking that, but I love this wing. I think Wing 6 is the most balanced.
Yeah, I believe there is a little bit of a typo. If Zoe is still alive and watching, I hope you fixed it in the actual numbers at the end. It's a 92 on my Chaotic Asylum. I believe Zoe is onto it. My people. This is not rigged, you know, we don't have anything against my Chaotic Asylum, right? We love them. I mean, the Asylum, right? Great place to be, right? Someone DM Zoe, please. I cannot open Discord right now.
I can
get him. Thank you for doing that. I mean, it's gonna be fixed in a... Yeah, that's a shitty copy-paste. It is a fine. Like, obviously, if it's number 3, this is a formula. It's a 92. Stop stressing, guys. Everything is fine. The numbers are not what they look like. Scores are only numbers, right? Don't stress it out. Let's get back to the matter at hand. And the matter at hand is the silver leaderboard for CA. As Isa said just now, CA is an encounter that happens at the very entrance of the Mystic Forge. Countless weapons, piles of gold, everything you can dream of lies scattered about, because nobody cares about it, and there we have too many of it anyways. And the Conjured Amalgamate is just what someone made by snapping fingers. They were like, pile of junk, make golem together, snap. It's a big pile of junk, and it shoots junk at you. That's what it is.
I think the thing I'm looking forward to most is in the final phase, the last, I think it's 25%, he's slamming a hand down, he slams his hands down, and then you actually get to DPS him as well. Well, if you kill a hand, it does 10% damage to him. So what I'm excited about is with Power Chrono not having... It still has some cleave, but not the most incredible cleave. Are they going to try to DPS the hand and the boss at the same time? Are they going to just kill the hands and then the boss? Are they going to skip the hands entirely and just go for the boss? I'm interested to see all the different tactics that these teams go with.
Yep. So without further ado, let's reveal the last team for the silver leaderboard. That's none other than Pragmatic Rating with a timer of 304. 304 is really pretty good, I must say, for Conjured Amalgamate. Like, there are huge modifiers that you get to deal the damage throughout the encounter, but you gotta look at the fact that pugs are never gonna get this. Once again, just like we said on Sabetha, pugs won't get that.
No.
They simply
no. That's 304 already, kill is
that's
pretty
already
quick.
a good time, a very good time. And now, at the 7th position, we have Boss Needs Ice Physics and Echo. Of course, this is not Final Fantasy XIV, so if you wipe, you don't get anything for it. However, 2 minutes 40 is already a huge improvement. That's a 10% improvement.
Seconds. That's a big jump already.
That's like almost a 12.5 or a 13% improvement. It's big. Big improvements. But
do we see under 2 minutes here? Do you think we get under 2? And how far under 2 do you think we get if we do?
I was just about to ask you the question. You took the words from my mouth and you made up yours. So yeah, I'm saying silver leaderboard. Because there is a little bit of role play, right, in that encounter. Like when you get the beam, he just beams, right? He beams.
Yeah, like, he's invulnerable. He just sits
there are phases. There is some time you can't just compress by adding damage. You can't skip the roleplay in Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
roleplay is real in this game.
I'm saying, like, that's 240. That's already so big. I'm saying silver leaderboard 215 to 20-ish, and gold leaderboard below 2. I think it's not too crazy.
I think the silver might have 1 or 2 teams sneak under 2. I think it could happen.
That would be so big. All right, let's see who's number 6. You know, let's really see how well the next team performed. Number 6. Delete it. Yo, you were right. I'm done. I'm pulling the table. I'm done. See ya, guys. I'm out. What the actual hit is 205, and that's the 6th team on the silver leaderboard. Are we talking about the same encounter? 205? You guys joking, right? Jesus. Like, that's mad. That's mad. As far as Brotherhood of the Pact, each time, 35 seconds better. You blasted it into oblivion. That's already crazy. I cannot wait to see the rest. Number 5, Codicus Ministry Below 2 minutes!
Already
I'm
below
done.
2.
I'm done! Number 5 is already below
So
2
that
minutes!
means we have 5 below 2 minutes. We were both wrong.
I'm done. Like, I'm the wrongest here. Like, you're closer to the truth. This is so impressive. Jesus.
I can't
Sam
imagine
needs
getting
to check his
sub 2
mic.
minute CA kill.
Apparently, I need to check my microphone. Dear Lord. I'm being way too loud. Oh, I'm really sorry. I turn into a robot when I go too loud. That makes sense. I'm gonna be less loud, guys. I'm gonna be less hype.
Look, he's
really
just
sorry.
excited. He's excited.
Is it better now? Is it better when I'm calm? Mick has suffered. We're sorry for Mick.
Poor Mick.
Is it okay now? Alright, it is okay. It's been confirmed. The music is calm, so am I. And number
Okay, so
4
now
is do it again but better. 147. Isa, I'm done. I'm just done.
Already 11 seconds faster. How far below 2 minutes can we get? Do we get down to the 130s? Do we get to below 140?
I don't even like Isa. I think I'm out of the loop. You know, I think I'm growing old. I used to be a raider. You know, I used to do these encounters every week, every day almost, because I was raiding with multiple teams, with my friends, with the friends of my friends.
Unless you're raiding with teams like this, you're not seeing these times. I mean, below 3 minutes is difficult for a pug group, let alone below 2.
I don't even know anymore. I think I was not ready for this. Like, I'm reassessing all of my life choices that led on to this very moment right here. I realized I do not know what Guild Wars 2 raids are. You know, the raiding league is leagues above me. That was also a horrible pun, and I'm sorry. Anyways, Isa, we're not even at the podium.
Stop him.
We're not even at the podium, man. We haven't even seen the top 3 yet. It's already 147. What is this? What is this? Let's just look at it. Wonderful ideas, poor execution. Wipe with a timer of 144. And it's a Power Tempest point of view. You were talking about Chronos. I was thinking Weavers. They're showing us the Tempest. I was not ready. I am not ready for this. Let's just watch it, you know, Isa? I think that's what we should do right now. Because I don't know what's going on, and I need my eyes to realize what my brain is trying to fathom. Let's open that POV, go for that big full screen energy, and I'm ready whenever you are.
I am ready.
And that's a 3,
Oh wait,
2. I'm holding it.
Yep, hang on. I just opened up a Sabetha point of view. All right, I'm on the right one. I am good now.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's watch the Tempest POV. Pretty cool intro, you know, Snowcrow's like, me likey.
Okay, so right out of the gate, we can look at their team comp. It's not actually a Power Chrono stack.
That's a Dragon Hunter stack, which makes sense. Like, they have access to pretty good AoE. The question I'm asking is it a Sword Dragon Hunter or a Scepter Dragon Hunter?
It's probably going to be Sword. Sword is much better, especially on this encounter, I believe.
It gets better movement for the price of a little reduced AoE, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, there's no need for the range of a Scepter here either. You can always be at melee range.
See, they deleted one hand that fast. They got they're getting the orbs, which are needed for effect. Before they even have the orbs in, it's already 60%. Jesus, this is so fast. Yeah, okay, they had multiple people pick up the swords, so they could get into the damage as fast as possible.
Yep.
50% phased in less than a minute?
No time.
That was in no time. Yeah, 702, that was in 56 seconds?
They just obliterated that arm that came back down with the swords, too. And
then they're saving all the massive damage to get rid of the arm so that they can get into the phase as fast as possible. See, 25% already. It's a minute 20 into the encounter, I think. They're going to clear those shields. See, so now the problem with phasing that fast is
your person that's in charge of collecting shields might not have collected enough for the clap. Theirs obviously did, because they wouldn't be submitting a video of a group that downed there.
It's
but
really
if you don't have enough claps or enough shields for that clap, your whole squad's going to actually down right when he does that. Kind of like a hard stop if you don't collect it. It's already dead.
I don't know what I watched, Isa. I don't know what.
So they did in fact cleave the hands at the very end. That's a free 10% damage on the boss, and you don't actually have to even really DPS the boss's health. But if you can get both of them at the same time, that makes it even quicker.
Finish the video, they say. Apparently I cut it before it was dead. Oh shit, I actually did. My bad. I am so sorry. Like, to me it was already gone because they only needed to kill the last hand. There you go. Okay, we watched the end of it. I am sorry, people. I paused it before it was done. I actually did. I was just taken aback by this. 1 minute 44. Like, how is that even allowed?
It's
that was
so fast.
so fast.
It's impressive.
So fast. Yeah, Arc DPS counts the sword as a player. That is correct. Like, this is pretty crazy. But I think, yeah, I think I'm not quite understanding what happened still. Like, they were extremely fast. They only needed the shield for the clap. That meant the shields didn't even have time to run out, Yep. Once you get one of the buffs, you have a minute before it's gone to use the swords or the shields. They didn't even have to bother about it. They still had it. And that's how crazy it is.
I think there's actually a really good point that was just made in your chat. Their first phase apparently wasn't actually as fast as a 2-minute run. But because they used the swords at key times for their actual DPS players to be able to burst with that sword buff to their damage on the boss, it actually excelled their second 50% time. It's kind of crazy the different strategies you can use. It's not just about doing damage rotations.
Indeed. You know what, Isa? I don't think I'm ready for the next times. Like, I'm kind of hoping, deep inside that it's going to be like 143 and 142. Because I'm not ready for a sub 140. I'm not. I'm just not.
Sub 140 is going to be insane if we get that.
Let's just go. Number 2, we'll raid for food. Actually, isn't that GG's icon though? We'll raid for food either way. 140.
It is icon.
It is 140. It is 140. I'm just...
Wow.
Okay. 140 already? Okay.
We're already down at 140.
Let's just watch it. It's a Power Berserker POV. We haven't seen a Power Berserker yet since the start of the raiding league for this month. Let's just watch it, right? Just go with it. Just go with it.
I have it pulled up and ready to go whenever.
Alright, then I'm going full screen, and that's a 3, 2, 1, action. Alright.
Immediately,
all we
something I
need
want
is
people
perfection. I love that say chat. Or a squad chat, probably.
They also have a Tempest. They are a little bit more Power Chrono stack. They only have 2 Dragon.
4 of them. 4 Power
But
Chronos,
as you can see,
that makes sense.
They precasted their traps on the other arm. So they were waiting to have all their traps set off on the second arm to fall down. Well, they just actually DPS down the first one, which is interesting. That's not something a lot of pugs would do either. That's a strategy you only see at this level.
Mm-hmm. And see, like, that Power Berserker was standing where the swords start appearing. He was just waiting. He got to 9, he casted them, and then he's starting to gather some more. See, like, someone took it from him to get the next ones, and here he already has 6 more. He's gonna use them on that second arm. It's exactly as you explained for the first POV we watched. They know that they have enough damage to get to the phase, so they're just saving the swords for the next part. And then they skip the roleplay.
Yeah. Well, and then they're only gonna have to deal with a few seconds of this phase because of how high their damage is. He's already at 25%.
Yeah.
So now they're just waiting for the clap and then the arm to come back down.
And as I said, like, they don't even have to wait much for the clap. Like, their shields are still active.
Those health bars got a little low there.
Yeah, but like they have the means to fix that back up because they have like enough heals to take care of it. They don't have a dedicated healer, but they just have enough heals to maintain the scholar throughout the encounter, and it's over.
Yeah, this is one of those encounters where they're healing through the Renegade's Soul Cleave for the most part, which is why that Renegade position is so important. And I think a lot of people really kind of throw Alacrine off to the side as a useless support that only needs to press F4 to give Alacrity, but it can do so much more.
That was just mad. And as people said in the chat, we're aware that it is the wrong icon. I actually said it before you guys pulled up to it. So did Isa. We're aware that it is the wrong icon. This does not change anything. Will Raid for Food is number 2 on the silver leaderboard for Conjured Amalgamate. That's all good. Icons will be fixed in the final presentation on the website, rest assured. Isa, are you ready for that number 1? Because I am.
What do we see here?
We already have 1 minute 40. Is it going to be like 139, 138, or is it going to be...
Or are they going to blow it out of the water? 130 or something? I think it's got to be close. I mean, how much faster can you get?
How much roleplay can you skip? Can you actually skip the clap? I don't think you can skip the clap.
Yeah, I don't think you can skip the clap.
I don't think you can skip the clap. It's scripted, right? Just let's move onwards and see. 140 as well. Oh, that has to be played in the centimes of seconds. Oh my dude.
Well, that might
GG
also
and
be
Food
one of the
got
logos.
their icons swapped. You know, like they got their icons swapped, but you know, like that's alright. That's a Power Chronomancer POV.
Oh,
let's check that out.
This one is the true Power Chrono stack.
Yeah, like I'm opening it. You know, I'm just opening it. Don't tell me yet.
Oh,
going full screen. Nah, no worries. Okay, I'm pausing it. Going full screen for everybody to enjoy it. And let's go.
So no pre-traps here, obviously, because there's no traps to place.
Yeah, like this, that's the full chrono stack indeed. But they have a druid, you know, like the previous team did not have a dedicated healer. This team does. They made a very different choice.
You know what they don't have is an Alacrine.
Yeah, but don't they actually get enough alacrity?
They do give themselves alacrity by shattering. So the poor warrior, though. The poor warrior has no alacrity.
I mean, look at the uptimes. They actually show the alacrity uptimes on that arc DPS window, which is very interesting to look at. The chronos are above 80%.
Yeah,
almost all of them.
They're not doing too bad.
Yeah, like, I mean, who needs alacrity? Like, all you need is a little bit of healing and some boons that you can give yourself.
Alacrity is a crutch, as many would say. It's not needed. This is, I mean, we're going to see pretty much the same phase timings. They're going to cleave it down to 25% really fast and not have to worry too much about that phase with all the orbs flying in.
Yeah, see, like, they have all of their bursts ready. Like, it's clapping. They have their burst ready. Look at this.
As soon as the clap is over, they're going right back at it.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's huge. The sword laid down. Everything is just happening so fast. They change arms, and it's already being done.
They've got people aiming the swords to hit the arm and the boss at the same time, so both get damaged, both get the buff.
It's done. It is done. 1 minute 40. As it has been pointed out in the chat just now, these teams are actually tied. You know, like, they both have 140. The logos were swapped. That just goes to show how close to each other these two teams are. So, number 1 Execro, silver leaderboard for Conjured Amalgamate, scuffed opening GG, and will raise.
Oh, as someone from GG actually just pointed out, they did have 3 alacrity wells per subgroup on those chronos.
Huge, yeah.
That's how they were able to keep alacrity up. So I guess the warrior got a little bit of alacrity, not as much as the other chronos, but that's a nice innovation. That's a nice thing about Power Chrono stack. is you can give quickness through time warp timing and making sure that you just separate your time warps out, and you can apparently give some alacrity to the whole squad too, without any boon duration.
Indeed. Like, you get to see how much theory crafting went before they actually started bashing their head at the encounter. And that is huge. And with this, we're going to go into the gold leaderboard for the rating league. Conjured Amalgamate gold leaderboard, Isa. Before we reveal even the lowest team on the gold leaderboard, you and I, let's think about it. I'm saying 130.
I think we see 130.
I think we see 130.
I agree.
Let's just go in. Do you actually have the world record times under your eyes like you did for Sabetha?
Yeah, first place right now is My Chaotic Asylum at 133. So we do have the current record holder in this league competing.
Do you believe they could outdo themselves? I'm thinking we get to see better.
Could.
I think we get to see better, yeah.
I would be interested to see if someone else outdoes them as well.
I mean, we've got Snowcrows in the mix. There is Snowcrows in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Snowcrows
taking over.
All right, let's see who is the number 7 in the gold league. That's Formir with 150. Already a very good time, sub 2 minutes. They are
impressive.
They're doing better than the Silver League, than most of the Silver League. It's pretty big. And actually, who is next? Number 6. Lonely Raiders in your area with 145. See,
I mean, these times are already excellent.
We're already silver podium worthy. That's how big it is. That's how huge it is. Next, I mean, we're not even at the podium. Jesus, man. Number 5, Chronomania. They probably played Power Chrono. You know, I'm thinking they played Power Chrono.
I'm thinking they probably Power Chrono.
Yeah, that smells like Power Chrono stacks. Anyways, 142. That's also Silverboard podium worthy. All right. You know, let's move onwards. Like, let's pick up the pace. Number 4, Calamity at 140.
Already
that
the
means
first place silver team.
The entirety of the gold podium is below 130. Oh, I mean 140. Man. That's huge. I'm so hyped. I was not ready for this. Like, you know, I feel like I'm just, you know, I just want to match that button and see who's number 1 already. But before that, we got to see who's number 3, right?
We got to take our time.
The plot twist. The actual plot twist. What is this?
Wow. Snowcrows themselves.
I am devastated. Snowcrows is number 3.
Just wait. This means that second and first place, unless they're both tied at 133, broke the record.
Yes, like what the fuck just happens, guys? What? Okay. This Isaac gives us an opportunity for a true sellout moment, guys. The monthly rating league, the only place where you can see teams outperforming the number 1s in the game. That's the moment when the tiger cub climbs the mountain and takes the eggs from the dragon. This is exactly what we're seeing right now. This is huge. So huge. Congratulations to the rating league participants. You're showing us something truly unbelievable. Congratulations, nonetheless, to Snowcrows for tailing the world record. Because that's what we gotta say, right? This is the world record.
We're about to see the world record right now.
Snowcrows, they just went in line. They were like, guys, you know what we should do? We should just get the record, right? Like, just get the record. Yeah, that's good. Just get the record.
Just a casual. What
is that? Just to get
just like a casual, like Monday or Tuesday evening. You know, get off work. I think it's time to get the record.
Yeah, that's the SC stuff right there. And now we can see just who got better than this. Like, I'm not ready for this, but before that, we watch their POV because that's world record worthy POV. You know what?
Here's the thing: the world record is 7 seconds faster than the Silver League. Do you think we see much difference in the squad composition from the 140s of the Silver League?
This is. I just don't know what team comp they might have gone for. I just want to look at it, right? Like I don't even want to take guesses. I'm not able to take guesses right now. I'm still trying to process the fact that not only isn't Snowcrow's first, but people actually smashed the world record and smashed it again.
Yeah.
We usually see one team beats the world record and it's like, and here we have two people who did it. Two teams, 20 players, first the world record. Boom, just like that. Rating League every month. Check us out. Anyways, let's watch Snowcrows.
I've got the video pulled up, ready to go.
I'm going full screen, and are you ready to go? Because that's a 3,
Yep.
2, 1, action.
So immediately, I'm looking at their Arc DPS. I see a Soul Beast, probably bringing Frost Spirit, so that's their Druid replacement.
Indeed,
And
they
then
have Frost Spirit and Spectre.
And they have a Herald, a Boon Herald.
Yeah, because he's bringing that ferocity upgrade. Like, see, that makes sense, because Conjured Amalgamate is an encounter where power makes a huge difference, right? Like, this is not somewhere where you would play with condition builds. Here you want to stack as many modifiers as possible, and once you have maximum precision to get that 99%, you just gotta get extra ferocity. And extra ferocity comes from the Alacra. It is huge.
So we can probably assume they probably did the same thing GG did and have a couple chronos with Alacwell. And the interesting thing is Soul Beast has that stance share. However, CA is a weird boss where stance share really doesn't work that well. It doesn't really scale and give you bonus hits. So I wonder if he's still running one Wolfpack or is he maybe running something else. I don't know what else the Soul Beast has in their kit to maybe help.
I mean, the only other thing he could run that would make sense would be the Nature Spirit, but they don't need that. Like,
they don't need that.
You just reset it. Like, you don't.
Run if you down, you're resetting. You're not gonna.
And they have.
I guess maybe he runs it. It's still a DPS increase for himself, so maybe he kept it on.
I don't know. Like the one Wolfpack is pretty huge for the phase, but I'm not sure. I saw the icon, but it's already over. Like, Jesus. I was not ready for this.
Evo just said
it's already such a
maybe the Soul Beast could have just taken the personal DPS trait, oppressive superiority as the trait rather than stance share, and then entangle for DPS. I didn't think of that one. It's small DPS increase, but it is something.
Actually, as was explained by Alex in the chat, because she was the, I believe that's her. She was playing the Soul Beast, and she said that she was just there for the Sparta and the Frost, and that one Wolfpack doesn't work on CSC stuff that I didn't know. That's pretty big, pretty fucking big. See, like the Snowcrows number 3, world record time, very good performance, awesome damage, perfect execution. Yet, 2 teams have at least tied, if not outperformed them. Isa, are you ready?
I'm excited to see what comes next.
All right. Boom. Actually, that's an ex aequo. At 1 minute 32, they both beat Snowcrows, and they're both ex aequo at 1:32. My Chaotic Asylum has beaten their own world record for us to see. And 17 Elitist has the pride and honor to stand by their side as the record holders. Congratulations to both of you. You make the Rating League proud. But everybody else does. I don't want to diminish the performance from the other teams and the silver leaderboard. But really, every month, we see records being broken on both encounters. And I am so thrilled to be able to unveil them. Isa, my friend, you get to decide. Will we watch first between the 17 Elitists and My Chaotic Asylum?
I think I'm excited to see the 17 Elitists first. I want to see them first, and then I want to see MCA beating their own record as the finale, so to speak.
That's what I wanted to go with as well, right? Let's go, right? Let's watch. Wait, actually, why is that the Snowcrows link again?
Yeah, we have to go to the document to pull it up. I can
go to the document to pull it up. Dear Lord. How about we watch MCA first until someone wonderfully whispers me the link on Discord.
I can give you both of them.
Alright then, for a very short second, I am gonna actually hide everything on the screen. You guys may not see it until I am given the link, because we do not want to show anything else. Alright? The screen just went black, and you can now send me the link. Isa, thank you very well.
There you go. I sent you both one 17 Elitist link and one MCA link. Both.
Right.
One's a Warrior POV and one is a Tempest POV. So we get a little break from the Chrono.
That's brilliant. I'm gonna open both of these and get ready to watch them. Alright, I can now turn the screen back on with the magic of the capture card. And we're ready to go full screen with 17 Elitist, Conjured Amalgamate. Are you ready for it, Isa? Because that's a 3,
I have it pulled up
2,
and ready to go.
1, let's go.
So again with a DH stack. It looks
Actually,
like 5
yeah, the
DH.
Dragon Hunters. Like, we get that Power Chrono POV. Actually, no, that's a Power Berserker POV. See? Very good.
And we also have a Druid in here as well.
Yeah, like they decided to go with a very, like a much more classic team comp. There are the Power Chronos to give out the quickness, but everything else is handled by the Alacron and the Druid, as well as that Berserker, of course, who's probably also going to be on sword gathering duty.
Yep. And the DHs are probably running Feel My Wrath to help cover that quickness as well. They're probably just stacking that, and I bet you they organize it. Some people are going to use it on the first arm, some on the second.
See, the
and
sword
maybe some
already
on the boss.
gone. See, that's what I love. Like, the Berserker dropped his sword, immediately someone gathered the next swords. Here he is again, getting the swords, and he does not waste time. He was getting that damage in as he was getting the swords. You see, he was moving around with his Axe 5. This is so huge. The little bit of min-maxing that goes into getting a Word Wrecker.
And he actually precasted the sword as the arm was dropping, so there was no wasted time. It immediately got that damage buff on it, and immediately lost some health right as it hit the ground.
As it has been pointed out in the chat, there is a CND member in here. Like, they were getting some help, and CLL as well, if I'm not mistaken. They were getting some big help from some known community players. Damn. And Soul being on stream, being very high.
I'm on stream.
Yeah, I mean, that's a Soul thing to say. Like, I've known Soul for way too long. That's a very Soul thing to say. Okay,
say hi, Mom.
Yo, I was told to watch the video until the very end.
Oh, what's going on at the very end? What did he just destroy?
I have no idea what he destroyed, but he tried to throw away some food. I mean, that's interesting to say the least. I say we go directly to the next POV. I say we go directly to MCA. You down for it? We go for it.
I'm ready. I've got it pulled up and ready to go. Yeah, I was about to say that's probably a food swap, and he's like, I'm done with this boss. I'm done with this food. Get rid of it.
Yeah, he was about to destroy it. It's time. I said about to destroy it, man. Don't be like that. All right, let's go. MCA, are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay,
On your count.
3, 2, 1, let's watch it. I'm doing countdowns just like they did in the run. Okay, banners out, food's out, everything out. The team comp is different. See, they forwent actually the Druid for healing. They're going with the SLB again, who's taking care of bringing Spotter and Frost. They're playing with a Tempest, who is actually dealing pretty massive damage. It's really impressive. Yeah. And the Dragon Hunter is going so big with everything else. And he is actually taking care of getting the shields. Okay, I'm surprised.
Yeah, usually...
So I guess the Tempest is actually a utility player. You know, I would have expected the Renegade to pick that up, but the Tempest is definitely a utility player.
The Renegade might be helping the Warrior take care of swords.
Actually, possibly, yeah, because like that Tempest also has a healing skill, although it is not too big. I guess it is there as a failsafe of some sort.
Yeah.
All right, they're going for shields again. See, Jesus, like that's so fast already to 25%.
Such a fast pace.
Jesus. But
That's
yeah,
a good
as
point.
as it has been, yeah, like go on. I'm pretty sure you wanted to read what Evo said.
He said Tempest can overload in DPS as they move, so they lose almost nothing, which is a good point. It's also part of the reason Warrior takes care of swords is because they can do the Axe 5. I think it's called Whirling Axe, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it is
They
Whirling
can
Axe.
do that while moving and sliding along CA. He's already dead.
Yeah, it's already over. So as has been very well pointed out, Jesus. Okay, I need to close Discord and go back onto the big presentation. Actually, I need to restart it again. Let's say Shift F5. We're gonna skip towards the very end. Silver, gold leaderboard, and we can now unveil the full leaderboard for Conjured Amalgamate. Pretty big stuff right there. We have, as we said, 2 teams that have beaten the world record. 2 teams, including the previous world record holders. Right? So huge.
That's impressive.
I'm just blasted away by the performance. It is huge. It is crazy. I was not expecting this. And I'm very proud once again to say that the Rating League is the place where you see that happen. The community-driven rating initiative, which is now sponsored by Ironet. Pretty big stuff as well. Anyways, let's have a look at the global leaderboard and then bring in our esteemed administrators who are gonna tell you guys what to expect for the next month. Because we are giving you guys some treats. You know, like, Santa comes on the 25th of December, but the Rating League comes at you once a month, all year long.
And we have some exciting future news for the rest of the year. Exciting stuff on the horizon.
Yeah. So, general leaderboard, Snowcrows remains number 1. You know, like they get that best position on Sabetha, smashing the world record, and they get world record worthy performance on Conjured Amalgamate, giving them once again the number 1 spot on the general leaderboard. Coming right up at it, we have the 17 elitists who got nearly a top performance on Sabetha and the world record on Conjured Amalgamate. And finally, my Chaotic Asylum falling just a little short of the performance of the 17 elitists on Sabetha, yet smashing their own world record by a whopping 1 second on Conjured Amalgamate.
I think
congratulations. Oh, go on.
Sorry. No, go ahead. They deserve their congrats before I say.
Yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations to our top 3 performers. Both bosses are incredible displays of skills. It's not simply about DPSing a golem, it's about handling mechanics and doing the very best you can. Once again, congratulations to our winners, but also congratulations to everyone who participated in this month of Rating League. The silver leaderboard showed us some incredible performance. We cannot stop talking about it. The silver players are dope, and the gold players are true masters.
I'm actually just as impressed with those 3 silver teams that are right up there at 5, 6, and 7, beating some of the gold teams and kind of showing that, you know, we may be considered silver, but we know our stuff too. We can do this too.
So I wouldn't even be able to get timers like pragmatic rating if I went pugging, right? Like,
no.
That's the kind of skill you won't see in your regular gameplay. That's the kind of stuff you see on TV, because we're on TV today, right? Sort of. This was
global
and
TV.
Still is. Yeah, this was and still is the October reveal for the Rating League. And I believe now would be the perfect time for one of our admin to join in with us and start talking about what is coming for the Rating League. So guys, don't leave the stream just yet if you want to know the next big stuff coming your way.
Sam. Hey, Liza. This is
Hello,
Evercron
Eva.
speaking.
We can hear you, just a little bit of frying oil onto your microphone. Everything apart from that is perfectly fine.
Okay, I will try to stand away a little further away. So we've got a couple things coming up. For November, we still have a non-competitive month. The restriction rules will be to be determined, but the boss rotation will be the same as we had it before. The December competitive is going to be our first month with the prize support from ArenaNet. So we will have to do a little bit of different admin work here. We will have signups starting tomorrow, and they will end December 7th. You will need to sign up for this one, and the date of for the December we're looking at somewhere between the 4th to 12th, or the 11th or November 27th to 5th. We're still figuring that part out, but we're also figuring out some additional things. ANET needs a little bit of extra time to get those gem rewards to us and having everything set up. So spread the word, spread it to all the other streams that you're visiting. That's basically it for November, December. But the other thing for this stream right now, this is the official end of the first season of the Rating League.
Yeah, like, once again, congratulations to everyone who participated. Amazing performance that we got to review every month. I have been part of this initiative starting the June reveal. I've been taking part in it ever since. I'm very thrilled to be part of such an initiative because we have incredible performance on screen. We have a very good competing spirit within the teams. You know, there is no finger pointing, joking around. It's just great competition from people who are driven by the desire to outdo themselves. That's exactly what we want to see in competition. Once again,
I'm going to reiterate a point that Evo just said in chat. Registration for December does end on November 7th, just to make sure nobody misses that. He put it in chat, but just in case some of you are just listening or maybe on mobile, you might not see that.
Okay. Indeed, this actually is a very good transition to what I wanted to say. As Evo has pointed out, we need to get the word out. Right now, there were 250 of you, down now to 200 people. It is very big, right? This is the kind of viewership that is pretty big for an event that's not even happening live, right? All of these submissions happened beforehand, and yet you're still here to watch the unveiling and participating in it. What would be even better would be to spread the word around to many other people. That's what you can do. You may not compete in the league. You may not participate in the admin work, which is very, very time consuming for our administration team. But still, you have the opportunity to bring just a little bit extra help by spreading the word around. And remember, we're now sponsored by ArenaNet, and while this is a huge opportunity to bring great entertainment to you guys and bring even greater rewards to the people participating, this also means that we have to be professional to our utmost. Please do not spam links. Do not do it without the streamer's consent. Try and be pragmatic, nice, and genuine. Get the word out, do it nicely, and eventually we're going to see bigger and bigger participation into the league and bigger rewards being given out as well to the people. There is a lot to look forward in the future, and if you want to take part in it, now's your time.
You know what, Sam? We've got one more way for you to contribute to the league, even if you're not participating, and that's making donations for the additional prize pools. We're getting sponsors from ANET, but we still want a larger prize pool for basically the in-between months, or rather, the prize pool is going towards the season rewards, but each month we're still going to have rewards, and those rewards are going to be based on our donations incoming. Season 2 of the Raid League will start in January.
Indeed, and it would be a good opportunity to get some rewards going. I think I'll also try to get some stuff going in, just to congratulate participants a little bit, at least pay back for the food and efforts and everything. We can all chime in a little, and a little bit of help goes a long way. Like, if you enjoy the event, you can give back to it. It's not about subscribing or participating financially with real money. It's also about just giving a few items you don't need, some gold, whatever. Anything can be part of the pricing pool. We'll take care of that so that it becomes part of it. No big
Think about it this way. There was 250 people. If all of those people just gave 10 gold, that's 2,500 gold thrown into the pot right there.
Pure stuff, once again. But yeah, that's probably going to be it for this Rating League stream. We've gone over amazing performances, record-breaking runs. We've talked about what we have looking forward in the future. And the last thing there is to do, I guess, is to talk a little bit about the people organizing this. If you want to, just sell out a bit, go for it, Isaac. Now's your time to shine.
I don't need too big of a sellout. I stream a few times during the week. I've been a little busy with real life, but I stream Guild Wars 2 raids relatively frequently. I'm personal friends with a lot of people that are competing in the raid league, so that's part of why I got involved with this. Is I just wanted to be able to, get involved with the league and support what they're doing because I really like the competitive nature of raiding. So it's pretty nice to see how successful this is becoming.
And myself, shout-outs to Zoe and Caldor, founders and admin. I've been part of the Rating League since season 0 before we have this big broadcast and production value with us here. I don't stream too regularly, but I am the one who does the boss draws. So check that out when we do those boss draws for November and December.
And I guess now is my time to shill. So I'm Sam. I've been streaming Guild Wars 2 for 6 years and a half now. It doesn't seem like it, but it's been a long time. I've taken a lot of breaks, and I'm on break technically right now because real life is quite hard on me. Yet every month I will be ready, be it as a streamer, as a co-host, or enjoying it in the chat for the Rating League, because this community initiative is the one I enjoy most. Tournaments, competitive spirits, and PvE is what I enjoyed Guild Wars 2 for, and will keep enjoying it for. If you want, however, to catch my content, I do mostly stuff on YouTube. And if you want to sub or participate or anything, for the growth of the channel, you may do it over there, over on Twitch, but also remember to show the same kind of kindness towards the other people who are chiming in. So Isaac as well is most deserving of it. With this, I guess we're done, right? Just we've shot at everybody. We shield. We did everything. Guess now's the time for either we host someone or Isaac goes live or something happens. I don't know. I mean, I just saw that in the chat. I'm sorry, Isaac. The idea was given.
Listen, Hawkeye, are you in game? Is there NA raids to pug? Is there something going on?
We could probably create a raid from all these people online right now, or just watching right now. So
that could be a plan.
Let me log in. Let me check and see. Give me 30 seconds.
We're gonna give you this 30 seconds because you most deserve them, right? Like you can go with it. Very good ideas in the chat. That's what I love Twitch chat for. They always get the best ideas. Like good stuff.
One last thing though, we are going to be adjusting the tier system between gold and silver. So if you are not registered or thinking about participating, do not worry about that. This raid league is still ultimately about self-improvement. You go in, you find your own times, and then you improve upon yourself.
See, exactly
Care,
as Ever said.
What do you mean, Care? What's your gripe? Care's one of my good friends, by the way, and she just jumps in chat and starts saying something to me. There is stuff to do in game. I could.
Will you go live, Isaac? Because right now we still have 160 people raring to watch you. And you know what? Since we're all about raiding content, I even do a /raid for your channel. Just going full roleplay here.
Get Streamlabs open here.
Yes, man. Get it rolling.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, there we go.
We're gonna leave you into the extremely caring hands of Isa. Thanks again for having come to watch. See you again in a month. Remember to keep an eye on everything we do, because we're only gonna get better.
Gotta get my stream ready.
Then I already rated you. It's up to you.
I
now.
know. I just gotta.
I'm
I just
closing
gotta
my own stream, you know. Big energy to you. You got them, Isa. Take care. See you,
I
lads.
appreciate the raid. See you guys.